It's Football Weekly, the digital edition. Welcome inside our San Francisco studios. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott, a man who's coached 3 teams in the Pac-12 Conference. Rick Neuheisel, I'm Mike Yam. You know, I want to hear from you with National Signing Day right around the corner. Of course, we'll have
those words again.
No, I want to hear from you, Ronnie. National Signing Day right around the corner.
Did you just say you wanted to hear from me?
Sometimes
it's a new year, ladies and gentlemen. It's a new year.
I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes occasionally. We will have you covered here February 4th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. We'll take you through all the top recruits and where they're landing in the Pac-12 Conference. I do, in all sincerity, want to hear from you about what you're looking for from some of these recruits. But I know you spent a lot of time around high school athletes that dream about playing college football. What advice do you give them about this process?
It's pretty simple. I mean, one of the things that's great about this opportunity is that it could change your life. And so you got to make sure that you do it the right way, and you got to present yourself the right way. Your family has to present yourself the right way. And I think one of the challenges for a lot of these guys is that when you're in this situation, you're not really sure what to do. So you look for somebody, you hope that you have a mentor, you hope that somebody helps you out, but it can be challenging because you want to do all the right things.
People have no idea how much work goes into the evaluation of this. They think about these final frenetic weeks where people are storming the castle, so to speak, and trying to get a guy to say University X as opposed to University Y. But really what goes down is that months and years of work that went into this in terms of creating a relationship. It starts by going and asking for a transcript, going to the high school and seeing, does this young man do all the things he needs to do to become a part of our university environment? Can he handle the rigors of an academic schedule that is part of our university? And as you look through that, you can get rid of a lot of guys before even going out to the field and see if he can play. Once you get that done, now you walk out and you see what kind of athletic ability he does. But not just what he's doing on that particular day. You look for the potential, the growth potential. Is he going to blossom? Is he a tall, rangy kid that might not look like a great athlete, but you can see, hey, 50 pounds from now, he's going to be an unbelievable offensive tackle or a defensive lineman. So it's a lot of projection, a lot of having done it before, but it's a lot of just basic instincts that a coach has. And then when you go back and you get with all the other coaches who've been doing the same thing around the country or around the state, you all sit around a table and now you got to fight. And as the head coach, as a guy sitting there, it was always interesting to me to see who was trusted their instincts enough to know, hey, if you're not fighting for him, why should I? Why should I think he's going to be the guy that we should go with? When John over here is saying, hey, this guy can play. And then you put the film on, you have the arguments and discussions, and ultimately you go out there and you have a plan of attack to how to get these young people to believe in your program and why your program's the one for them.
So is it that hard for you to be able to be in that situation where you walk in and you got to now sell the mom, you got to sell the parent? I mean,
that's my forum, baby. That's me and my realm now. When I get into the living room, I feel like I've got a good chance.
The closer.
And that's what the head coach has to be.
Yeah,
the head coach has to be the closer. You've got to go in there. You get one time off campus where you can be with mom and dad, the family. And the key is to make sure all the champions are there. The champion is a word I used to use for those who are going to help that young man make the decision. Because you remember as an 18-year-old, that's a very difficult decision to make because you don't want to disappoint anybody. You've made a lot of friends. They've all told you how good you are. Mom, you call it. Dad, you call it. So who is going to make that call? That coach has to know that. Make sure they're there when you're able to give the final pitch, which is going to get the young man coming your way.
Ronnie, I think you and I would agree on this. Rick is mom and dad approved, right? Walking
Look, you know what? He can have my kid.
Who might not be playing football. Just take her off your hands.
But you made a great point. I am, as a parent, I'm giving everything.
Ronnie's unique. He not only was the recruited, he also has been the parent of a recruit. So you've had these people come into your home and sit there, and you can tell when someone believes and someone's selling. Right?
That's right.
And ultimately, that's what you're in the living room. This young man is going to make the best decision he's ever made. This young lady is going to make the best decision she's ever made by doing this, and here's why.
Well, we will tell you exactly where some of the top players in the country, where their decision takes them in this Pac-12 Conference National Signing Day. You'll be able to watch it on the 4th. Yes.
I wouldn't have spent a lot of time with you.
Because you knew I would have played for you right away.
Oh, I know.
I would have been like,
Coach. Committed early. That's
a first-round pick, baby. He's a PT player. He's a PT player.
I'd be the best water boy you've ever had. Once again, for everything that's happening around the conference, all you have to do is follow us on Twitter @Pac12 Networks.